check that out. And we are back. Welcome back, folks. So, yeah, those repairs turned out fine. The ones you watched in the last video. Shine a light up there now with the endoscope inside. There's no light gets through. I just took a flashlight, so all I did was just get up there like that and looked at it from the inside, and no light gets through there. And I went all the way around the top and the back, completely around the entire body, the top and the back, where these seams run, looked for light, and there is none. Now, there are a couple of places that look like they may be like a hairline crack, but you can't see light through them. I have some CA glue here, cyanoacrylate, thin viscosity. Now this stuff is thinner than water is. It will go into places that you cannot get water to go. And there is a crack. I'll show it to you up close in a minute, but it's right in this corner right here. It's between the side here and the neck, the heel of the neck, the end of the neck. I doubt you can see that. I don't know if you can see it or not. We'll go sky cam in a minute and I'll show it to you then. But I want to put that thin CA glue down in. I just want to fill that crack with it. I may have to go over it and let it run down in and set up and go over it again to seal the crack, because that crack needs to be closed. And it's I don't know, I could probably stick that little .002 feeler gauge or whatever it was into that. I haven't tried it, but it probably would go in there. It's, you know, that big of a crack. It's not a big crack by any means, but it's one that there's none on the other side over here. It's just on this side right there. There's none on this side here. Blew a lot of crap out of there. Now, there's rosin melted down into the finish on this thing, okay? There's a whole bunch of ways I could go about removing that and mixing up a bunch of stuff and, you know, dissolving it and melting it off of there. You know, some violin players and fiddle players like that. They like to have the top of their violin white with rosin dust. This guy probably was like that. I doubt if you can see, all of this is covered in rosin, and all of this, you might be able to see it, and quite a bit under here. It's all over the fingerboard here up until about right there. And then you can see where I was telling you about the fingerboard. It's kind of got grooves, tiny, small, really small grooves where the strings wore in it. But in between the strings, it's flat. It has flat spots. So I might take a real light sandpaper and just hit that really easy. Obviously, that's not a ebony board. It's been stained or painted or something. So I don't want to go over, you know, and take all the black off of it. But I do think I will hit this a little bit with, I don't know, about a 800, maybe 1,000 grit sandpaper. Just enough to make it, clean it up a little bit, make it look a little bit better. And I want to clean the whole fiddle up. But getting back to this rosin down here, I'm not going to do anything to that because I wasn't told to buff this or clean it or do anything like that. I see another place for CA glue. There's a tiny crack right here. A drop of CA glue in that will work it wonders. Anyways, the rosin. I can mix up a bunch of crap and get all that off of there. Probably wouldn't hurt the finish. Don't really know what the finish is on it. Lacquer, maybe, I don't know. I do know it was hand rubbed on there, or maybe even painted on with a brush. I don't know if the camera will get that or not. Yeah, maybe you can see that. It's got streaks in it, so it was either, hell, it may have been French polished, I don't know. But I don't want to do anything to risk screwing the finish up, what little finish it has left on it. So I'm going to leave that alone. Like I said in another video, I only fix what the customer tells me to fix. I used to fix every single little thing I seen wrong with an instrument. And like the one kid I told you had a big nick in the top of his guitar here, I fixed it. Wasn't even going to charge him for it. The kid almost broke into tears, and I did too. When he told me, he said, "Oh, dude, my grandfather put that nick in there. The nick meant something to the kid, and I made it go away completely." So don't do that anymore. I fix, and I tell everyone too, you know, I fix exclusively what you tell me to fix. I don't fix everything I see wrong anymore. Lesson learned the hard way. Might try to get a little CA glue in these two cracks here. I showed them to you before. Obviously this is going to be a 3-part series video on this little devil. The devil's instrument. But yeah, man. Get you over here close and we'll start applying cyanoacrylate glue. And I don't know if you can see her or not, but she's here. Q-ball has made the scene. Woo! Boogity ball. She got something wrong with her neck. She's really been having, well, a tree blew down in the yard. Yesterday, I worked all day long cutting that tree up, getting it out of the yard so I could mow. She was out there with me all day, wore both of our asses completely out. But something's wrong with her neck. She can't hardly turn her head. I'm really afraid to even try to pick her up, but maybe we'll get you some more Q-ball in a little bit. Maybe in this video. We'll see. It's okay, baby. Yeah, it's okay. Lay down there. Hold on. Skycam coming. Well, hopefully you can see that crack right in that corner. I can't get the camera in there any better than that because there's just no room to get the violin under the camera. My apologies. So what we're going to do, and we will come back to that. Right at the moment, I also want to fill this crack. Like I say, this stuff goes where water will not even go. And we're going to do that again. Good deal. Now, what other cracks have we got? This crack that has been repaired right here. I'm just going to come right down that. It doesn't appear to be an open wound. But, well, yeah, it is open a little bit. It's got glue in it now. Let's see. What else? This crack still appears open. So I'm going to go some more with that. I've got a tiny pipette on my glue jug here. And I've got some accelerator here, but I can't find it. I really don't like that stuff anyway, so that's okay. If we take the endoscope and go inside of there now, I guarantee you're going to see where this stuff ran. Because like I said, it goes into places that you never knew existed. And what I'm trying to do is just fill it up, wait for it to set up a few seconds. This stuff cures fairly fast. And then fill it up again until we get the entire thing. Might have been a better choice to use medium viscosity glue on that. Oh well, this will do the job. That's not a stress crack. That crack is from being so dry. The thing needs humidified in the worst way. And we'll do that too. have a spider here that needs burnt with a cigarette lighter. That job is completed. Yeah. I don't know if you can even see that crack in the camera. It's still gaping. I wish I could find the accelerator, man. You never can find your shit when you need it the worst. It's always, you can't find anything. Oh well. It's not a matter of life and death, I guess. That's beautiful, baby. That is perfect. That crack is sealed. Now I gotta clean that up after that dries. I never did find that accelerator. I don't know where my shit's at. But I'll let it dry. It'll only take a few minutes, and we will. I'll bring you back then. Hold on. Just want to get you one more shot here of this fingerboard. If you can see where the strings have actually made grooves in it, right under each string. And then hopefully you can see where it's worn flat in between the strings. It's not supposed to be like that. That's been played until that happened. And that fiddle has been played a lot. Wore completely down flat between the strings just from their fingertips. So I'm going to take light sandpaper and just very, 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 very lightly go over that. Try to smooth that out and make it look a little bit better. I don't want to sand it completely away till the black's all gone. That looks like paint to me now that I look at it. Hopefully you can see the rosin build up here. This is what I was talking about. Yeah, there you can see it. Melted right into the finish. It's all on this other side here too. There you can see the sound post in there a little bit. Now that sound post is supposed to, where's the bridge? The bridge is supposed to set about half the diameter of the sound post. Okay? Or the sound post is supposed to set about half of its diameter under this lower corner of the bridge. Now we're going to worry about all that once we get strings on it. But it looks like at a glance that sound post is in the right place. And I got to get rid of these places where I put glue on it. That's just this hole is sealed now. I got to get that white glue out of there. So I'll probably use a real light grit sandpaper on that. But I want to show you that fretboard, man. Check that out. Played so much it's wore down flat between the strings. Take a lot of playing to do that to any kind of wood. Hold on. So I just got 1,000 grit paper here. Got a wet cloth, and I just kind of wetting down the fingerboard. Starting up here at the nut. I don't want to pull back this way too much and grind the sides of the fretboard off, so I got to be very careful with the angle here that I try to just stay as close to, you know, not sand the edges of the fretboard off, you know, but still yet try to maintain the radius that the violin has. And this is just mostly to remove some of that gook. And if we're lucky, it might remove the grooves that the strings have wore into the board. Of course, you got to clean the sandpaper out. Yeah, that already looks better. just be very conscious of, you know, not overlapping the thing. I don't know if you all's getting what I'm saying or not. I'm just putting enough pressure to cover the entire width of the fingerboard. You know, I'm not pulling it back behind it like that. That would grind the edges off. We don't want that. That already looks 10 times better. I can still see a little bit of groove in it. Right up against the nut. And work our way down. But I am going to try to polish the thing up as best I can. I want to work on these corners down in here where we had that crack. I think I can just take the sandpaper and fold it. I know Lily, she's not feeling good at all, man. She did something to her neck. But that's what it acts like. Seems like her neck is giving her problems. I may have to take her to the vet if that doesn't get better. That's been ever since yesterday. But anyways, you kind of get an idea of what the glue jobs look like now. Hopefully you can see that okay. There's no cracks there now. And I hit this a little lick. I should do that again where that glue turned white. Just kind of making that whiteness disappear. Same thing back here. Just lightly touching that enough to take that white gluey look away. Anyways, it's looking better. I'm going to polish it up a little bit. I'll bring you back and show you the work is pretty much done. All but cleaning up those glue spots a little bit more. There you can see where we dropped glue in the front of it. Here and here. I know, Q-ball. It's okay, baby. Lay down here. And clean it up, and it's going to be ready for strings on the next video. Good Lord, I pity you guys when I try to play this thing. Man.
Good. Music.
Hold on, I'm going to polish it up and I'll bring you back and show you that much anyway. Hold on. Well, check it out, folks. She cleaned up pretty dang nice to be in such a shape as it was in. The back cleaned up better than the front did. I didn't buff it or anything. I just went over it with Martin guitar polish is what I used. That's what I use on. I trust it. Like I say, if I was told to take that rosin off of there, I would spend some more time on there doing that. You can see it. I think you can still see it on there. Hope the light's hitting them in a way that you can see it, because I can't see the camera worth a shit to tell. But anyways, it looks pretty good. I think it's going to be just fine. I don't want to put string tension on there though until all that glue sets up and sets up good. You know what I mean? It's just not a good idea to do that. I can't find my accelerator. I don't know where it is. So I want to give that CA glue. Yeah, of course, I know it's already set up, but I just want to give it plenty of time to set up before I go putting strings on this thing. Where you at, man? There you go. So next video, we will check everything out one more time and string this puppy up. That'll be the final part on this, and then I'll probably start on that fret dressing that a lot of you said you wanted to see. The detailed step-by-step series of fret leveling and dressing on one of my Martin guitars. The expensive one, the most expensive one. All Martins, I guess, are expensive, but I'll go into a lot of detail on that, show you how I do it, and explain every step that I can think of for those of you that want to trying to learn or wanting to learn how to do it. I feel really weird having to sit down like this, but hey, it's easier than walking over there and adjusting the camera. So yeah, next video on this will be setting it up, stringing it up and setting it up and getting it ready to play. And I warn you, look here, who's here? I warn you, it's not going to be pretty. The violin might sound good, but I won't.
No, no, this is good. Smoke.
Maybe I'll go find somebody that can play it. I don't know. Anyways, cheers to you. I will see you. Come on, Q. I hope this don't hurt you, baby. Q-ball got a new haircut, folks. I hope I don't hurt her, because, man, her neck has really been giving her problems. Check her new hairdo out, though. Isn't she gorgeous? Here comes Zeke for some. You guys ready to have a party? When we throw the horns up? Woo! I love you. I love you. Tell him. I love you. Woo! I love you.
Oh. Good, good. Good.